Volunteering at Metro Animal Services comes in many forms.
And I think a lot of people don't realize the scope of what our volunteers do. We have volunteers that'll come walk dogs. We have volunteers that'll come and do kitten socialization.
Volunteering also calls to people in their own time.
If you had told me a year ago I'd be volunteering here, I would have smiled at you very politely and said, absolutely not. I'm an animal lover, so you would think that I'd be drawn to volunteering here, but it's the thing that kept me from volunteering here for a very long time, because I would think, I'm too sensitive, I don't want to see, animals sitting there and not being adopted.
For Christy Jedlitsky-Peck, it took seeing this face, and she was hooked.
But they drew me in from the jump, so I had to go back and find out what happened to RoboCop. She is flourishing in foster, and that kept me coming back.
But Jedlitsky-Peck knew she wanted to be more on the clerical side of things.
And I do a little bit of everything. I do laundry, I put together adoption packets, I'll help bag food for our community food pantry, I'd make enrichment treats.
Bettering the lives of the animals.
Every single animal that ends up here, they didn't choose to be here.
And the people who take care of them.
There's always something to do. And so one of the first things I learned as a volunteer, anything that we can do to make things easier or better for staff, and so they can give more back to the animals, the better. So
now, 1 year later,
that I realized I've got to get out of my own way and just try. So trust and believe.
Jedlitsky-Peck has found her own way to give back to the animals and the city she loves.
Not only do they get a second chance, but one of the most rewarding things is watching someone walk in and connect with an animal, and then they feel like their family is complete.
In Louisville with Aspen Hester, I'm Alex Dederer, WHAS 11 on your side.